Yeah, it's 8 o'clock. I was going to do squats, and I had already taken my pre-workout, and it's raining a lot. Oh my god, okay. It's raining a lot right now, and the streets are probably gonna be flooded, and I might get stuck outside. No squats tonight. Gym closes in an hour and a half, so I don't think I'll be able to get anything done. I'm trying to wait for a jeepney and then getting stuck in the rain. But I took pre-workout, so looks like I'm staying up for the next 5 hours. So I ended up at the gym at 8 a.m. and I took a little bit of pre-workout just so that I wouldn't pass out or anything like that. I hadn't slept in 19 hours, I think. So yeah, I'll be doing squats in this session, and I'm just warming up right now. No static stretching, more dynamic stuff. So bodyweight squats, moving my ankles around, getting more dorsiflexion. And what you can do as well is use a band that helps pull the tibia back while your foot stays in place, and you can get some more mobility in that. So just wrap it around your ankles and then move forward, create that resistance, and you'll feel a nice stretch here. Wriggle it around and then switch to the other side, of course. The next thing I'm going to do is not so much a hip flexor stretch, but I do this in contractions. I learned this from my coach, Elish. You don't want to stretch this by leaning forward, especially in the beginning before you're anywhere near warmed up, because you might, snap some stuff up. So what I'm doing is I'm doing spurts of contractions, and I did 3 sets of 8. So you want to be able to contract your glutes, hamstrings, quads, and mainly your TFL. And the next thing I'm doing is the cat-cow yoga pose. You don't have to retract your scapula like I'm doing there in the cow position. You can keep your T-spine neutral. And in the cat position, really get a nice stretch on your T-spine. There we go. So another thing you can do with hip mobility is flossing. So you take a band, put it around your leg as far up as possible, and you kind of just wriggle around, really create that mobility between your femur and the acetabulum, or the hip socket. Of course, do the same thing on the other side. Move it around. These feel really good. I was really tired at this point, and I think I just wanted to sleep. Yeah, another position that you can do is get up and you can pull the the femur out laterally. And then I like to put my foot in front of my knee like this and create more space. And here I'm putting on my knee sleeves. I found that putting knee sleeves on top of leggings or compression pants is much easier compared to my last video. So as you can see here, I roll it down once, grab a chunk of it and just pull it up, and then the bottom you could just slide up like that. Again, if you're wondering, these are SBDs. You can get them on andersonpowerlifting.com. And I'm 180 pounds, 5'9", and these are larges. Mediums would work as well, but I like how the larges feel. Alright, so I'll start my squats now. I actually did some warm-ups with just the bar, and then I'm on to 135 right now. I really like the way that this gym is set up. Even though there's no mirror in front, it's better practice for me, I think, when I do get under the bar at a meet. So I'm not used to looking at myself and seeing if I'm in the perfect position. So the way that I stand here, I still have to perfect it, but I like to keep my butt back. I do low bar, so keeping in this position helps me get into the bottom position much easier without any forward lean, or at least too much forward lean. The next warm-up step I didn't get because I don't know why. I think I forgot to hit record. But that's not 315. That's a 45 on one side and then 35-35. This gym actually only has two 45-pound plates, or these kinds, and then the other ones are like the Olympic ones. But those I don't like to use because some of them don't have the middle rings in them. I don't know why. I should get a replacement for that. But yeah, these felt really good. Squats have been pretty challenging for me in the past couple months just because I was not on a regular schedule. But yeah, depth looks pretty good, right below parallel, which is really nice. That's my next set here. I think I threw on 295. Was that 45? Yeah, 295 pounds. So this is the first working set, and I did 3 working sets of 8 reps. And to make sure right before the lift, I get a nice deep breath into my belly. The belt really helps. And if you do own a belt, make sure you know how to breathe. I can't stress that enough. You're supposed to breathe into your belly, and I've made that mistake so many times before. I was breathing into my chest. You want to breathe into your belly so that you can help brace your core and keep that core tight and strong, especially out of the hole. So take a deep breath in to your belly, about 80%, and then 10% in your chest. Leave 10% so that you don't pass out. But with that 80% in your belly, you want to push out. It creates a nice strong core. And then on the way up, you can either breathe out on the way up, or once you're at the top, you can breathe out. So as you can see, my hips are hinged back a little bit. Helps me get into better position. I lose a little bit of form in a couple of reps, but these still felt really good. They felt kind of light actually. And just a couple months ago, I couldn't even do these at this pace. In fact, I don't think I was even going more than 4 reps. So consistency is key, guys. Here's another angle, third set, I believe. And you know what? It's always good to record yourself, because the set before, I noticed myself doing somewhat of a forward lean, and I realized that I wasn't tucking in my chin. So I'm doing it here in this set. It puts me in a better position for vertical path. I'll show you a line here. Looks good. A little bit of forward lean, not too bad. Vertical path looks really good. I think this next rep, I lean kind of, no, the next rep here, I lean kind of backwards. So almost fell off balance. This felt awesome. I could have done another set, but I want to keep it at 3. As you can see, I'm pretty happy with that. These next 2 sets, I forgot how much weight I used. I think I used 275 or maybe 255. Yeah, I think 255. Doing high bar pause squats. I did 8 reps, and I don't want to show you a full clip, so I'll just do another angle. I want to be able to pause about 1 to 2 seconds. I think these are only 1 second pauses. Let's see. 1 second pauses. Just trying to get as low as possible. And when you're doing pause squats, you want to be able to still stay tight throughout the movement. You don't want to be loose. Some more advanced people, they can be loose in the bottom if they're doing longer pauses. But for beginner's sake, definitely stay tight by keeping in your breath and just staying strong in that position.
So I don't know what happened there. My phone was at 26%, and then it just died. So I couldn't get the rest of my workout recorded. All I did was finish the rest of my pause squats, and then did some accessory work for arms. And that was about it. It actually took around, I'm gonna say, an hour and 45 minutes. I was taking a little bit longer breaks than usual, just because I'm not really used to this type of volume right now. But this is the point of my prep where I'm just doing a lot of high volume stuff and then more heavy stuff down the line, probably 5-6 weeks from now. I'm kind of prepping for a powerlifting meet in August. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure if I want to do it, but I have, I think, 6 weeks until I can sign up, or 5 weeks until I can sign up. Yeah, if anything, you know, it's good to prep for something so that you can stay motivated and you can stay on track with, you know, making gains and keeping your strength up. So yeah, I'm still maintaining 180 pounds. Feel good. Actually, I haven't slept in the last, what time is it now? I think it's 11 a.m. right now. So I haven't slept in 22 hours. So yeah, I basically stayed up and just did some video editing, my last vlog, and did some other stuff too. Got in touch with some clients and then did some work. So I'm pretty beat right now, really tired. I'm hungry as hell. I think after I eat, I'm just gonna sleep. So yeah, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna make. It's just plain chicken breast with some barbecue seasoning, white rice. I think I have string beans. Yes, string beans sauteed with garlic and onions. I'm gonna saute that with some soy sauce and sesame oil. I also bought some coconut water. It's pretty cheap, I think. I don't know the price comparisons anymore. But this is 1 liter. So it's 33.8 fluid ounces, cocoa fresh. And this one for 76 pesos. So it's 46 pesos per USD. So what is that? Let me Asian math real quick. $1.66 or something like that. So yeah, not too bad for this whole thing. I'll probably drink half of it and then save the rest for tomorrow, and then buy another one. All right, let me show you how to make this chicken. So easy. But before I prep, I want to see how this lighting is. All right, for real, let's cook. So I started buying my rice per kilo. I don't like to buy it in bulk anymore because leaving it out for such a long time attracts these like little bugs. I forget what they're called. They start crawling around in the rice. Pretty sure I've eaten quite a few of them already, just not knowing. So now I check each time. I only ask for 1 kilo, and it's only 42 pesos for this kind. 42 pesos, that's 95 cents. All right, so for rice, when you're weighing it out, I like to just cook 2 cups. And when you're putting it into MyFitnessPal, you have to make sure that you choose however you're weighing it. So if you're using 2 cups dry, you want to search for rice dry. Now if your rice is already cooked and you want to weigh it out, you want to of course choose cooked rice. 1 cup of cooked rice weighs around 190 grams to 200 grams. So yeah, you can gauge it like that. If you're using the same bowl every single day and you weigh out a certain amount that you eat for that meal, then you really don't need to weigh it out every single time you put it in that same bowl, because you can just gauge how much you're putting in. If you have a cup like this, you put rice in here to this amount, and then you weigh it and it's around 180 grams, then you don't have to weigh it anymore. Just scoop it in there and just plug it into MyFitnessPal, and that's it. You don't have to weigh it. All right, pretty easy. We'll start this first just because it takes longer. By the time we're done with the chicken, the rice should be done. Okay, so I'm actually defrosting the chicken because it's not fully thawed out. What you should do first is start dicing or chopping, or whatever you want to call it, your vegetables, because you don't want to chop raw proteins and then contaminate your food, then mix the raw protein with your vegetables. I'll take a couple cloves of garlic. There's many ways to chop them. I'll take out the ends here and I'll just smash it. And it peels right off. And onion, we'll just use half an onion. And I'll chop this off. Oh, almost dropped it there. Just peel out the outside. Probably dice it. So what you do is make little inserts here. Don't cut it all the way. My knife scales suck, I know. So you make vertical slices and then horizontal slices. Don't cut all the way. One more, make sure your knife is sharp. Mine is not. And then after you're done with that, just dice it. I almost chopped myself. And that's it. Whenever the onions and garlic are done, I'll take those out of the pan. Oh my god, my eyes. Oh, they're burning! Oh my god! Before I work with any kind of raw proteins, I like to get all my ingredients out first because I don't want to get all this nasty stuff on these containers and then have to wash them later. So I have some barbecue spice. And this is for the chicken, and sesame oil, and your Kikkoman soy sauce for the veggies. So leave that there. This is all you really need. You don't have to eat your chicken boring. Sodium is actually good for you. Don't listen to people who say, oh, low sodium is the best. You need sodium, you need potassium, you need all these electrolytes to regulate water throughout your body. And if you're working out, it helps with muscular contraction as well. You know, consult with your doctor, of course, but I like to keep my sodium around 3,000 to 4,000. And that should also be the same with potassium as well. I think that the chicken is kind of, look, it's like one solid piece. Look at that. We'll take out our scale, turn that on, pair it. I like to weigh the chicken raw. I'm doing this in ounces, so let's see if we can get 6 ounces, maybe 8. So I gotta cut frozen freaking chicken. I really don't care about how perfect the slices are, because I'm gonna dice them anyway. 8. You guys are just gonna have to trust me on that one. It's 8 ounces. Put that to the side. So again, I'm gonna do this in little cubes because, well, it's still frozen. So it'll be faster to cook, and it'll cook all the way through. Alright, so now that I sped that up, let's start this induction stove up. Alright, all we need is barbecue spice. You gotta get in there. You gotta get dirty. We'll drizzle this with a little bit of oil. That was around half a tablespoon, which is 7 grams of fat. And then just mix this around. We'll put our chicken in. So the chicken is basically done. Take a plate. I'm gonna put some sesame oil. Half a tablespoon, another 7 grams of fat. Remember that 1 tablespoon of oil is 14 grams of fat. The sesame oil gives it a nice smoky flavor. I like it a lot. Very Asian. So when you're sauteing something, you can just crank up the heat a bit. The trick is you want to keep mixing it around. You don't want it to burn. All right, now it's starting to get brown and getting that color. You can hit it with some soy sauce. And add some pepper if you want. And there you have it. So let me put the rice together and I'll show you guys the macros for this.
So there's a hole somewhere here and it's dripping everywhere. I'm gonna just transfer into here. Alright, this is taking too long. Science, bro. Better.
All right, so let me go back to when I was talking about using one bowl just to weigh out your rice. And this can be applied to any kind of food too. You can just eyeball it by the height of whatever you put in normally. So I know for a fact that if I top this off completely, it's gonna be around 180 to 200 grams weight. So let's switch this to grams. All right, you're just gonna have to trust me on this. So that's 0. Well, it's negative 72.1 because that's how much this bowl weighs. Put it on, obviously it's 0. So we'll fill it up to the top, like so. Yeah, so it should be around 180 to 200. Right now it's 185.
So that says 185.
See, so if you use this bowl, or I mean, if I use this bowl constantly and I just put this amount of rice on, I know it's 185 to 190, right? I just eyeball it. So that's what you guys can do. That's a pretty cool trick. Save you a lot of time. You don't have to input it all the time and just start weighing it out and stuff like that. I'm gonna do double this amount. So I'll do 2 cups of cooked rice. This looks like it's a little bit more, maybe 189. No, I was wrong. It's 171. So I'm off by a little bit, but you get the point. I've never used this bowl actually to put rice in, so that's 188. So yeah, that's my 2 cups of rice right there. Cooked rice. Alright guys, hope you like that. Stay tuned for the next video. I think I'll be doing a lot more cooking stuff too, because that was pretty fun. Tell me what you thought. I mean, the angle was okay. I'm not sure if you guys got sick from it. I really don't know what it looks like until I actually edit. Let me know what you want me to cook. I can do some authentic Filipino stuff. I can try. I just gotta get the ingredients and stuff like that. But I do have patis, which is fish sauce, and I think that's all we really need. So yeah, hit the like button if you like this video, if you want to see more stuff like this. Fitness and fat sauce and fitness, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'll probably like do a workout video and then right after I'll cook or I'll eat something, go out somewhere and buy some food, something like that. We'll see. Like the video, subscribe, comment whatever you want, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.